Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 115p. I want to continue with the big old examples. This one will be more like some of the advanced stuff that you could use, or more like real life scenarios. And then there's going to be another video that's going to show you a lot more stuff, and we're going to be using superheroes and all kinds of stuff. So and in this case, I just want to show you this. Now this is a moving from a single conceptual examples like what we've been showing you to like functional PHP classes. Helps bridge the gap, man, between theory and real world code. So what I would like to do is implement like some maybe logic, heavy logic structure. I mean, it's not that crazy, but I still wanted to show you. So let's see what we got here. Oh, my computer, not my computer, my phone is going nuts. Why? This is weird. Why would it do that? Anyway, let's just get on with it. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. So let's get to. I did open up. Remember this? These guys, the notation stuff. So we're going to discuss some more of this stuff. You see, and we have the flow, right? That's how it works. The flow, and of course you got your data structure. So I'm going to show you each of them again. And then let me see, do I have okay, here's the script that we're going to be using. Is it which is here? Okay. I was gonna type it up completely and test it out and all that, and then just give it to you like I did one time. But I think I just typed some of this stuff out because right now, believe it or not, it was just been a crazy thing. I've been feeling sick. I don't know if I mentioned, but I have bronchitis. Man, I don't know what the hell. As I got older, I don't know. Anyway, what I wanted to do was just create a more like a dynamic resizing. Like when PHP handles array resizing, what's the oh man, I'm getting a blank here. Reciting the automatically, understanding how a dynamic array works under the hood is very vital. So it's hopefully this implementation tracks what I'm trying to do here. Well, tracks the capacity and possibly like the growth. So oh man, now let's say class. I know I'm kind of deteriorating, man. I don't know. Let's see. What I want to do is create a class, right? Remember how we created, what's going on? Remember how we created a class, and then within the class we could have private, what was the other one? Public, and what was the other one? Man, look, it's snowing out there. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh boy. More snow. Anyway, so private, we're going to do a private one. We're going to call this is an array. This is an array, just to show you, right? Like a name of an array. This is an array right here, look. Right? This is, I don't have to put this here, so I guess I could kind of take this out. Just bring this over. I just want to put it here and say array. Okay. I don't know if it makes a difference. Then we go private, and this is like I said, don't worry about it. Dollar capacity, like this. Don't worry. I'm going to take this off. Just wanted to show you. We'll put it over here. And this other one will be another one that I would like to do. I will say another private one. And we're going to say count because we want to keep track of the count. This is also you know, integer. I mean, I could kind of keep it here or just put another one underneath like this. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Get rid of one of these things, just keep it like that. You get the message, right? Yeah, we'll do that because it's kind of silly. Let's put it together. How about that? We'll do that. All right. So then I'm gonna have a public. Remember how we need a construct? Remember how we had that trouble a few videos ago? I was doing constructor for some reason. I don't know why I didn't see that OR. It's just so weird thing, man. Oh my God, it's really calmed me down. Lucky for me, I don't have a dog. Although my daughter's gonna bring me a dog, her dog, for me to take care of for about a week. That's gonna be crazy. All right, so what I would like to do is someone said, remember the word this? This means this class, okay? That means this class. We're gonna say capacity like that, equals to this capacity is, or is it? It's this one. So we're gonna say dollar capacity. Nah, we'll leave it like that. You know something? Come to think of it, I'm gonna put in here. Let's see if we get. This will be an integer. Remember the type hinting? I'm not putting a type hinting here. I just wanted to show it. Maybe I should just take it like this. Look, what is it? Capacity equals to, like, let's do four of them. Let me see. Let's spell it like this. Man, this will be good. Now we could use the void. Remember the void that returns the. Let me see. We're gonna hold on 1 second because I want to make sure this is part of that. Okay. We'll say public, another method, right? We're gonna call it remember, methods of function. We're gonna say add because I want to add items to the actual variable. Why is my phone going nuts here? Huh, it's crazy. The other day we had a big outage. Everybody had one of them SOS thing going on. It's just weird. Anyway, and then they won't explain anything. And they will say why. I thought we just got hacked, man. Wait a minute. This is not a good spelling. It's supposed to be void. And what I want to do is just say compare, right? I'm going to say if. Let's put a space there so we can kind of read it better. This count. Then we're going to say plus at the plus. This is the strict one. Restrict. Oh boy. And that would be the capacity, because I'm going to check it out with compare it. Let's spell that right. And let's put a space there, and then we'll do this and another one like that. And then I did the dollar this again, which I want to do the resize. I want to resize. Remember we talked about that. Let me see if, first of all, I want to return. I basically want to return this. Oops. Storage. Right? And then, because that's an array, so I'm going to say that this count. Remember, it up gives you it up, and it increases, right? And then we're going to say equal to item. Oops, that's not going to work. Why would it work? It won't work. That will work. Okay, basically I want to do, let's pull this out real quick. I want to do this, but because I'm going to call this again, I want to make sure that it is equal to the capacity of it, right? So this is why I put this here. If it is, let's say if it is, then we're gonna run something called resize, which I thought about in my brain the other day. Public, we're gonna say, oh, I see why they do that. Those people that do these videos, I just thought about why they go about doing it the way they. I don't do it. I just go ahead and do it, get it done. I might write some few notes on paper and stuff like that, but a lot of times I get it all wrong anyway. So what we do is, I mean, it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. It's just that the typing and I don't know. It's just sometimes. But guess what? We do find solution, both of us. Thank you very much. Always open. But right now I'm gonna take a sip of my protein drink. Tastes terrible, but okay. All right, and then basically void. Remember how the void that returns the type, returns type, means that there is no information stored or return after the function call, right? It's nothing. It's not. We're not. It's just running something for me. So, and I would apologize for me making that stupid noise with my nose. And then if we're gonna times equal to times, we're gonna multiply this every time by 2. Give me a second. There we go. We're gonna say we're gonna double the. I don't know. I mean, I could say. I don't know what we're gonna find out first. So if I went, let's find out first. Double locker room. It's basically what I wanted to do, but I want to do something. Get this out the way. And then I hope this video doesn't go, long. We're gonna say resizing to. Now we're gonna say this because remember this is the class that we're talking about. And then we'll say, let's add my line breaks. Would that work? Yeah, I think it would. Let's move this a little bit. Alright, let's go over here. What I want to do is call it, right? Create an object. What the hell? My array. And then we're going to say that it's a new from the diagram. Let me see the name of it. Like this. Oops, sorry, sir. And I want to do send in the number 2. Remember, because we're sending it because of this. This equals to 4 if I don't send anything. But right now I'm sending 2. And let's see. We could kind of go like add items. We could do the add. Let's see. We could go over here. We could say create an object. And then what we could do is, oh my god, you know something? We can add items. So we're gonna do How many should we do? Why do I have a must of type? See what I mean? I end up, I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. I always end up trying to dollar, you know, my fingers is one of those trigger, man. Sheesh. Bad diddy, ba 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 dee dee doo. I'm gonna send that. How about we do this? Make it more, you know. Oh, don't you hate that? Oh man, why is this happening? Oh, give me a second. Get an inch. You know how you get an inch underneath your feet? Oh, crazy. And then, how about we add a second item, right? Let's see, second, like that. And then we do the second. Let's see if we can kind of try. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going in here. Where is it? Then it calls this guy and prints this stuff out. Now let's see. Oh boy, this is bad. I guess not, see? But if I called it, this would trigger. Yeah, exactly what I wanted. That's it. This would trigger. Why don't we do this? And we'll say the third. The third addition, when we trigger, that would trigger the internal resize method, right? Because it's actually, where is it? The capacity would be, because I did say 2 normal. If I hit, that will be normal. Now I should put a normal thing message too, but if I put an extra 2, now it's going to become, what is it? 4, and that's gonna trigger that third item, which will give me this here. So how about if I let me see. There you go, resizing to 4. So now resizing to 4, because right now it was small, and now we're resizing to 4. So that means if I add a 4th one, then it will, you know, because since the storage property is private, right? You know how I wrote private over here? Where is it? Right here. The data is saved internally. That's why you can see, but you currently have no way to see, right? So besides the echo message during the resize, there was really no way of seeing it. That's why when you added that third one, so boom, you trigger it, here it goes. This particular thing here, I will have to say, maybe I should kind of put it here. It's the big O. I guess I would say it is O1. Amortized for the additions. So if a resize happened, that specific operation, let's say it's an O1, but if resize do happen, then of course it becomes an O8. But it's still fast because we're not doing anything that's, you know, crazy. So if now for this is like for the array stuff, right? For the array stuff, you know, creating the you know, this would be like the, maybe, I don't know, let me see, I'm trying to make it so it won't be so messed up, right? Let me see, if I kind of go like this, that would be cool. Then I could kind of say, like right here, I could say array, and that will be your events, which is, you know, what was it? Dynamic resizing. I don't think that's what that is, to tell the truth. Somebody tells me something that I heard earlier. I don't believe it. What else do we need to show you? Oh, I guess I can show you the stack. Let's do the stack. We're going to say stack, and that will be for the advanced. And that will be the, let's say we do like an undo, like when you do an undo, like for manager application, right? Because it's a common real world use for the stack is a text editor. That's when you can do, because you can, you know, when you type some stuff in the editor and then you say you hit that undo feature, and it does that. You know what is it? It does. It takes away what you just wrote. So this is the class for it. So I would say a class undo manager, like that. Wait a minute. Did I? Yes, good. I'm going to do this private, and we're going to use that. Remember that special app, like function that's built into this? We're going to use that, and that will be. I just wanted to. Wait a minute. I was going to type it up and put it somewhere else, but let's see. And we're going to say this should be right here. And of course, remember the construct. We're gonna use this. Remember $this, because this is the actual. Oh man, my legs. The actual, you know. And we're gonna call history, and we're gonna say this is a new. What is it? An object. We're going to create an object in the history. So we're going to say SPL stack. Let's go in. Then when I want to create a method, right? So I'm going to say, nope. Public function perform action string. I just wanted to text and then just say void, and then over here I would say remember, this is the one we're talking about, this class, this particular class, and then I want to say that the history, and I want you to do push. I'm going to say $text. I guess that would be. Oh, how about we echo too? How about we echo that we saved it in there, right? We'll say $text, and of course we're going to do the 2 line breaks, because like I kind of like having space in between, you know. Every like sentences and stuff like that. How about if we move this stuff? How about we do the let's create an undo. Let's do an undo, because that's basically what I wanted to do anyway. So we're gonna say function undo, and of course this is the string, I'm gonna say move it down like this. This is just in case there's nothing in there. I would say if not this, if it's not this, history, and then you're gonna put in here is empty. You're gonna run the it's empty, so we check. Oh yeah. And then we'll put here some kind of return $, and that means that everything we're returning is a string of type hinting. This, and then we're gonna say history. Then we're gonna pop it out. We'll pop. Beep pop 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 pip pop 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 pop. Okay, I have a problem. Let's see. Sing the songs that will make you cry. Uh-oh. I thought it would work for me. Oh. There you go. Thank you guys for helping me out there. And in here, well, what we could do is, we're going to do this, but in reality, I want to return a null. Null means nothing, right? And let me see, we do that, that's okay. Now, let me see. See, right now I knew it wasn't going to work. Boom, stack. Huh. I know it's a little tricky. Return null. Now, how about we create an object? So we're going to say from this, because what we just created, remember, it's a class blueprint. We're going to call it undo manager. And then we're going to call this manager, and we're going to run, where is it? This guy. So we're going to say, no, that's not the way to do it. Let's put it over here. And then we're going to say like this. Let's use this guy. He's singing the song. He's singing the song. And then we're going to do this, and we're going to say, hey man, what should we say? Always say first edit. Why not? Why not do it that way? Okay, how about we wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Sorry guys. Let's see, on this one, how about we do second one, right? Second edit. This one, it gives you that when you add something, okay? Then third will be like this one. Third. So how about we just say echo this. I hope it works, buddy. I hope it works. I hope it works. Echo this, and we're gonna say like that. Doing action. Yeah, that sounds much better. BB, and then we're gonna of course break line code. Line break, I mean, and this. How about we? I don't know. With this part did work. How about over here we say just in case, I don't know, might look good. I There you go. Remember, that's the first one that we created. Then we added a second one, and then we want to do the undo action. What is it we want to do? Undoing the action, we could say, ooh, we could do undo and how about this? We could say undo and print the results. No, I always put S on everything. This should go XP. Last action hero equals dollar man. Wait a minute. Yes. So we're gonna run this guy, and then we're gonna run that method called undo, like that, which happens to be right here. It'll pop. You got it. These guys. All right. So we'll do this. We'll like echo. We'll do line break. That's kind of what I like to do. Then we're gonna say echo. What should we say? Done. Space like that. A little dot. Then we're gonna say last action. I don't know how that works, right? If it's a what do I want to say? If it's true, it takes that first one. If it's not, it goes for the second one. Let's see. This we're gonna go like this. Doesn't really matter. And we're gonna say nothing to do. Then we'll put a space here and then say line break. Let's save this just in case. One day I was typing this whole thing and I hit the wrong button. I ended up killing the whole thing and I never saved it. Had to start all over again. So now if I want to do the undo, let's create another variable, right? We're going to say another undo equals the dollar manager. I'm going to add another. Sorry, I take that back. Undo, and then wait a minute. Let's do a little space here. Let's see. If we just put it in here. Close. Then what we do is echo undone. I'm going to retype this crap. Let's say another undo. Oh, that's it, man. I mean, I guess I can't. Oh, man, let me just get myself a little comfortable over here. Oh, man. I'm not supposed to be sitting for too long. Alright, let's see. Should have had this all typed up. Anyway, we're here. Let's see. Do it like this. Here we go. Boom. There you go. You know, you did the first one, and of course that was the second one. Then you added this one. Then when you tried to undo this one and that one. No biggie. Now what I want to do is here. I want to play around with the Q. Remember the Q? Oh, by the way, this one here would be something like big O, like this. It will be O1 because it's quick. Like for both the push, because you're pushing it in. and of course the pop, right? It doesn't matter if the stack has like 10 items or 10,000. The top is always equally accessible. It's always the top that you're getting, right? So I get sure right there. I'll tell you what I just said, I'll write it down in when I give it to you in the description below. Now let's jump into a priority queue. So I guess I could kind of let's say this. Oh man, it was deep. I don't know, man. This is going to be a problem for me. It's like it seems to. I can't seem to. I got myself in trouble, man. Like in the real world, not all customers are equal, right? You know how you go to the hospital? I'm sitting there because I go to the hospital lately. Man, listen, I tell you one thing. I didn't go to the hospital for years. Once I started hitting my 60, my one kind of forced me. Actually, I didn't force because I was in emergency. I ended up in emergency for 3 days. My legs just blew up. I was going to die. They said, man, you like at the Walking Dead. That's what they were calling me. Anyway, so I was like, I saw a lot of people and this and that, but for some reason, because I was so depressed, the precedent? I was on the edge, so they took me in. And I'm thinking, how is it possible? I mean, I guess they just go by how important the problem is. So then I started thinking there, so man, I could write a little class one day about that. And that's it. So because we've been doing this big O, I figure, hey, why not? Let's just do it. Because queue ensures that the most urgent task is handled first. So regardless of when it arrives, you know what I mean. Now the other day was because of my neck, and they kept me there for 8 hours. I guess it wasn't that important, but I was in pain. Anyway, who cares? Class. I'm gonna call this class emergency room. Yeah, that's great. And I wanted to extend that thing. Remember I was telling you about extend the queue situation. Remember we talked about it, but we never played with the one with this one. It's called priority queue. Right there. Ooh. And then the higher one, it gets handled first, right? So I'm gonna make this one a public. Oh wow. A public function. Compare. Oops. I'm gonna say that the first one would be the priority1. And then we're gonna say, I'll tell you what, let's copy this one because you know me, screwed up. Then we're gonna make this a 2, and of course you got your parentheses, and of course we're going to mention that it's going to be type hinting, right? It's going to be integer as what's in here. We'll be turning an integer, so we're gonna say return. How about if I did this? And I'm gonna say return descend. Okay. And then we're gonna use this thing. What is it? Holy smokes! I completely forgot what I was. Huh? Oops. Like that. That's bigger than meatball. It's crazy, right? Huh. Dang. That wasn't the thing that I wanted to. I'm gonna say like this. Is that a 2? Huh. Oh no. Then we're going to say the ER, right? Remember the ER? We're going to create a new emergency room, right? That's the object. And then we're going to use this $ER, and we're going to use a method called insert the patient. Because this one has thing. I should have mentioned that from the last time that we talked about it. Maybe I did not talk about it. That's the most strangest thing. I was looking into. This is stupid. Anyway, let's just try it anyway. We're gonna say that the patient. What is it? Like this? With code. How about that? With code. And then we're gonna say that will be a 1. Oh, Shujena, don't you cry for me. Alright, so let's do this. We'll do copy this and just do another one. This one, patient with a heart attack. That will probably be a more important one. Heart attack. And that will be a 10. Ooh, gotta give it the 10, man. Those are big numbers. And that's like a very important. And then this one, I don't know, it could be a broken arm. And I could give it a 5. So how do you spell arm? We'll do a 5. Why is there a space here? Doesn't matter, but I just don't like. Look at this. Shish kebab. Alright. So then, if the patient has heart attack and a broken arm or whatever it is, it'll give you what's the more important one. So then you would say while, let me see, $ER is valid. Oh. Alright, let me see, echo $ER extract. And a friend of mine, remember telling you all these people that have been kind of been helping out and all that. I'm like the kind of like the ghosts, even though they're doing a lot of stuff. But there's times when I just get in there, not get in there because I'm not supposed to, because they'll give me a little piece of something, and then I go and go, oh, I see where you did this. Maybe you should do it like this, blah blah blah. And you know, that will help them out, and they always appreciate it. So they always send me stuff, you know, like for Christmas. I mean, come on, another man sending another man. No, but I'm pretty sure it's the wife. Send me like a big thing of baskets of fruits. That was pretty nice. It was really nice. This will be like the big old. Matter of fact, by doing, I don't even know if this is gonna work, to tell the truth. Well, not this. This already worked. I'm talking about this one right here. Maybe I should just make sure. Oops. Let me see. There you go. See, look, I wrote it down. Remember, I did it over here. I made that this is 50. This will be the second one. This will be the third one. So if you go look, see, it would do the first one. Oh, I guess the broken, yes, the broken arm will be more important than a cold. So it will be attack, broken arm, and a cold, attack, broken arm, and a cold. And this actually is a, what is it? a big O/log, and like for insertion, right, and extraction, like that, because it maintains a heap structure internally. That is eternally. Can't even hear myself. And how about we go for the tree? How about we do this? Hopefully I can keep all this in a, so I can get to, it's all going to be in the description below. It's going to be a text file, and then of course a PHP one. Text file is going to have all the crap that I'm talking about. Maybe even more if I think about it when I'm putting it together, because I do record myself. And the PHP one is just this stuff that I'm showing you right now. I'll take a sip of that though. Alright, so let's talk about the tree. I think that would be like the last one. Okay? Remember how we showed you the pictures? What's it? This is the array. This is your stack, right? This is your queue. Take out. And this is your tree. Remember how we talked about that? How about we do that here? So we're going to say advanced binary search tree. How about that? How about that, Charlie? Okay. Because the binary search, right? Let me see. It's like this. Look, BST, binary search, and it's used for like lightning fast searching. It keeps smaller values to the left and larger values to the right. That's what that is. So we will remove that strict type of hint from the property that we've been doing on the other ones, right? Just to allow null, which is what I'm talking about. This one, right? Just to allow that. So don't worry, all that stuff that I'm talking about is going to be written. That way we don't have to deal with it. To allow null without using the $ symbol, but document it from a clearer clarity, So if I wanted to, I could just say, this is weird because right now, if I wanted to, wait a minute, we're gonna say, let's create a class. What the heck? I'm over here talking too much. Let's create a class. Tree, remember, no, you've seen this before. We're gonna say that the public is $value. Okay, and then of course you're gonna put a public of public. Oh my god, is $left. And then of course we're going to do a public $right. Then let's put a function. Remember the function, the construct? So we're going to say that's a public function construct, like that. And then of course this is going to be an integer, and then we're going to go like this, and then we're going to say this. Remember, this meaning this class, and we're going to say the value equal to no, value. What is it? Value. that. That would be good. Then we're gonna create another class, right? We're gonna create another class. We're gonna say binary search. Oops. Tree. We're gonna make the public $root. I should have copied this from the other one. I think I did this one before. Then we say public, the function, that would be like to insert, right? Of course, integer, $value. Of course, we're gonna do this because we're not really sending anything, we're just doing some stuff. And then of course we're gonna compare, but if dollar wait a minute, let's bring this back. Root, and then we say 1, 2, 3 null, and of course we'll do this, and then we're gonna say $this, that will be root, that will be equal to creating a new object, $value, and then of course we're gonna say else. This, and then we're gonna create. Oh man, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. What should we do? I guess we could create a. We don't need to create a. This one is part of what? This one, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. I guess we need to create a private function. I'm going to call it cursive insert. That will be $node integer $value. And we're going to say, and then we're going to say tree node. By removing the type int from the $node, we avoid the what is that, a question mark with the error, while still allowing the logic to check for null. Why it was written that way? So if you go like if like this, $node 1, 2, 3 all. I'm going to return new tree node. That will be a $value. Now I know what I want to do here. What I want to do is take this one, stick it right in here, right? I'm going to say $this like that. I'm going to say root $value. Something ain't working. Maybe, what's that? What does it say here? There's an error. Why? Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Because like I told you, my fingers, I tend to do things weird. So if I did the no, okay, good. So like in here, what I could do is I can kind of say if, and if the value is less than what the value of the class itself, then you could do this. You could say $node left will be equal to this dollar, and what's the name of this thing here? This, and we could just say $node to the left. Okay, and then you say $value. What's he counting? Let me see. And then we're gonna say is like that. I think I'm gonna copy this. What do you think I should put here, guys? Right. Well, thank you, Billy. And you're going to say right, and then over here you're going to say right. And that will be this basically it. Then we'll say return $node. Okay, we're gonna send the right. Oh yeah, how about if we do get in the order stuff? So if we got, where is this? This one is this guy. Let's move this guy down. And let's just add, let's say public, of course, function. What should we call this? Get in order. That would be good. $node. And then remember this one? The reference. That will be alright. No, I'm not French. I'm not French. This will be an array. Right? I'm already getting tired. Let me see. Let's bring this bad boy down. Where is the... Is this part of that one? That would be... Yeah. This one would be... What is it? I'm going to say if $node not equal to the node, and we go like this. I'm going to say $this. Let me see. It's going to call itself in order. $node is the left. And the $results. This is probably going to crash on me. I don't know. Let's see. And then you got, what is it? We got the results, right? $results. And that's going to be a $node. I need to drink water. And then I'm gonna spray that $this. I'm gonna say Huh. Right. And this will return. Let's see. Save it. Nothing's gonna happen because this is just, this one is part of that one. So I'm gonna say, and then what we're gonna do, let's create some objects. So I'm gonna say $PST, who cares? Yeah. New. We're gonna say binary tree. No. What's it called again? Oh, this one. I had it already there. What a dummy. And then we'll do this. And now we can run the method. So I'm going to say down BST insert 50. I don't know. Something is not working right. Would not be. I don't know. There's something. I don't know. We'll just test it out. See what the story is. If we need to change something, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out first. Let's do the dance. Making it love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. That's the KC and the Sunshine Man. Anyway. And then we'll go like this, $BST. We're inserting 70. No, this got too complicated. Huh. I know my paperwork, because I know I did this by hand at one point. So no. BST, we're going to get in order $BST root. This take two. I think this video took too long. Next time I'm gonna have to have it all typed out. Try R and $what is it? Results. You know something? What is it? You know there's a problem with that. So what I'm gonna do is echo pre, and then we're gonna do echo okay, let's see if it works. Before we do that, just so we don't get confused, I'm going to put here I'm going to say echo BST like that, and I'm going to say BR. There you go. I'm going to say, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Bitty bitty bobada bobada. Let's see what happened. Alright, look, it didn't work. Let's see. There it goes. This. Why didn't I see it the first time? 1, 2, 3. That should do it. Boom! There you go. Oh boy! Gets the results. This is what you had, and it puts it in the thing, and that's the roots. There you go. Well, by the way, this one here, this probably would be. Let's see, the big hole. Oop. This is all login. Yeah, it's used like for searches, you know, like for, let's say, I'm gonna write it all here, but for search and in search in a, you know, balance tree, I guess. And this is incredibly efficient because in a tree of, let's say, 1,000,000 items, you only need about 20 steps to find any value. Any value. I'll write that down too, don't worry about it. Maybe I should just write it down here. This is incredible. This is incredibly efficient. Like in a tree of, let's say, 1, 2, 3 items. You only need, let me see, 20 steps to find any value. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll do this. Move this down and do this. There you go. Well, hope you did like this. I'm going to be showing you a more advanced one, but you know, just look at it, play around with it, change some few things if you want to, and then it's going to be in the description. I'm going to call it the full big old notation explain.txt. I have it in the description, so please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and give me some comments if you think that I'm, you know, getting better or not. Let me know. Anyway, thank you very much. Until next time, a good